have with me here in the studio to talk more about what's happening at the Nigerian stock market. Stockbroker Rotimi Fakayejo, he's live right here in the studio. Good morning, Mr. Fakayejo. It's good to see you right here.
A pleasure too.
How are traders reacting to these sell-offs that we're seeing in the market?
Well, like everyone has seen, it's not limited to our market alone. Even the downward trend is even more alarming in the developed markets that we don't have in our market. But good enough, this morning, I think there was some little changes, some little improvement. I saw the market rising 0.48% at the time, and maybe sliding back to 0.07% positive. And I think if that could be upheld for the rest of the day, I think it's going to be a very good development. But be that as it may, I believe basically that there hasn't been much done or much news coming from the government on what could be palliative measures to what we are seeing presently in the market. And that is really, really seriously alarming. I remember yesterday I read in the news that JP Morgan was saying that people should start buying into the dip because the Federal Reserve Bank of US will not just hold back, fold their hands, and allow things to get worse. So I expected something in that respect to come forth from the Nigerian government and from the CBN, but nothing as such has come up yet. So for the sell down is still very much on. But one thing, again, that we need to take note of is there has been a good absorbing capacity. It's not as if everything is thrown on the floor and nobody is speaking. We saw the other day 17.9 billion naira value traded, and the other day also, yesterday we saw over 9 billion traded. And I think that is quite encouraging and also a ray of hope for us.
So some people believe that this is actually the best time for investors to position themselves and take advantage of the low prices in the markets. Do you share the same sentiments?
I share it absolutely, because we've seen this kind of thing in the past. We've seen Zenith Bank at 8 naira in the past, not too many years ago. And we've seen the same Zenith Bank trading at about 32 naira some years after. So if what we are having presently is a repeat of what we've had in the past, then the aftermath effect of what we saw in the past is definitely going to repeat itself again. So investors should actually see the market as a long-term market. If that be the case, I believe if you buy now, just look away from the market. Whatever you may be getting, maybe in the next 1 year, maybe dividend return. But even before then, we'll have seen a reversal in the price shedding that we have seen so far.
Now, just as you pointed out earlier, now we've seen stocks in the US entering the bear market territory. At what point can the Nigerian market enter the bear territory? And do you even see us getting there?
Well, I think it's most unlikely, because the volume that has been absorbed from the market so far, at least in the last 2-3 days, we've seen over 1 billion shares of Zenith Bank being traded. Almost 500 million shares of GT Bank being traded. And if you look at some other banking stocks, the volume are really, really encouraging. And those who are actually bought are definitely going to hold. So if we have seen it this way, we don't know what may come next, but no matter what comes next, it may not really be as bad as what we have seen so far.
That would be a good point to leave this conversation. Rotimi Fakayejo, stockbroker, thanks for coming on the program this morning.
Pleasure.
And that's where we end today's show. Thank you for watching us. We'll be back again next week. I am Bisi Adebayo.